Apex, the peak of South African motoring.
This week I am in Franschhoek about to interview probably one of the coolest mates I've got that gives me a hell of a lot of street credit, Chef Reuben Riffel from Reuben's fame and now Let's Frite. I hope I'm saying that right, but yeah, very dope new restaurant of his, and yeah, let's go see what he's been up to. And this oak is insanely crazy of a car, so hopefully he likes what I'm picking him up in. So I've got a new Wrangler, so let's see. So when did you guys open?
So we opened a couple of months ago, actually. You know, in the dead of, when Franschhoek was kind of like really depressed, we decided to try something different, also for the town where it's a little bit more like very casual, in terms of the pricing. It's sort of like targeting local Franschhoek families and families coming into Franschhoek, where I think it's just giving more options, basically. I mean, there's fantastic restaurants, but we wanted to offer something different.
There's this other one called Reuben's down the road.
There's that one too, yeah. It's old news already. So this one, our focus was on the fries, so we do triple cooked chips. We had to like really get the right potatoes, which is not really that easy in South Africa. Cultivars here. I think people don't really take it that seriously, so we need
humble potato.
The humble potato is just another potato, but when you sort of start doing something like this, then you realize there's one potato is really better than another potato, so that's
about cars normally, but
yeah.
We can say it about potatoes.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, and as you can see, it's really it's a simple product, but we try and like juice it up a little bit with different flavors, make the potato a little bit more kind of special. We've always done that truffle oil and parmesan and curry ketchup that we make. So all homemade, which is also kind of nice. So yeah, it's been really
exciting.
Yeah, it's been really cool to do this and to go through the process, even though, I think the town was still a bit dead by that time. But what we did get was families coming out. They could come here and it doesn't cost an arm and a leg. We do a good burger. I mean, good burger.
So, from like all your neighbors next door,
yeah,
really.
Yeah.
Restaurant looks flippin' awesome. You guys been open for 4 months, and it's like your prices is ridiculous. Like what, $50 a burger?
Yeah.
I can't fathom it. It's like driving to McDonald's. Like that's a Big Mac's price.
Yeah.
But you get Reuben and Aviv to make you your burger.
Yeah. Look, I mean, it's this is again something that first of all we started with a bit of a concept before Corona, which I think has benefited us, instead of just being kind of reacting or reactionary to what happened with COVID and whatever. So we already had quite a bit of research done, and I don't want to make it sound like it's this heavenly sort of product. It's just we took our time to do certain things properly because we wanted to keep it very simple, like not a big menu, and then also the focus was on pricing, you know, to get something that's really affordable, but obviously we still need to make something off it. And I think we hit that sort of kind of magic spot there where you get something of true value for money. You get like real value for money, and you get a product that is your everyday product, but with a few tweaks to make it really different. Like our fries, I mean, it's a process, and that took us a while to get it right. And I think that's what more we focused on. I mean, it wasn't so much the burger. We wanted to just be known as a place where you can come for really good fries. And
whole family vibe.
like,
chill,
yeah, like a
back.
family vibe, and then people can bring, if they're like a big family, especially, you know, I can imagine as a dad, if you think like, hell, I've got like 8 kids.
$50 a burger.
where we gonna go eat out tonight? So I think the fact that people could bring their kids there, and then obviously easy to do takeaways. That's another focus of ours for Franschhoek especially.
Yeah, because there is no. I grew up in Franschhoek, and that was never an option for us. Like, there was never talk, and still to this day, of anything fast food like.
Yeah.
Even though this has kind of taken it to the next level.
Yeah.
But that's cool, man. I don't know, how do you pronounce it?
It's called, you know, it's like a play on. It's really a play on words too.
Okay.
But it's called Let's Frite. Now Frite is obviously a fry.
lekker.
Yeah, it's a fry in French.
Okay.
It's a plural or singular, and like slang for eat in like Cape slang
In our
friet,
language.
like a friet.
Like
Yeah.
a friet, yeah, man. Okay. Let's friet. Okay. That's kind of the only way I'll remember it.
Yeah.
But listen, you see, the valley needed this, and other than that, like, you are probably one of the biggest petrol heads that I know. And growing up, I was in high school, you just opened Reuben's, and you had the S3.
Yeah.
You've had a GTI. Every Beamer that goes faster than light, you have had. What is on the bucket list?
You know, I kind of another kind of dream car that I've always wanted. I had for the last 2 years. I had a 911 GTS, and I loved that car. But obviously, it was a bit of a luxury to have that car standing in my garage over Corona, especially. And then I just sort of thought, okay, I'll let it go. So now I've got a Mercedes-Benz, the CLS 53 AMG, I think.
Just the CLS.
Yeah. So I'm
I
really.
thought you were gonna say like a C class.
Yeah. I just couldn't go to a C class unless it was like a C63 or something. I still need the speed, you know. Okay, so I'm like in a weird space now in terms of like cars that I want. You know, I mean, I had the previous M4, then I drove one, the newest one, the competition. Amazing, fast and whatever, but I don't think it's a car that I would
And it's
could
not
live with now.
practical. I think it's not practical, and maybe not for your lifestyle right now.
Yeah.
And what do you think of the new Defender?
I love the new Defender. I wanted to get there because I just like the shape of it, you know. I was actually going through the motions thinking, you know, maybe I should get like one of those old Range Rovers. I think it's the L322. Because I just still like the block shape of those cars. I prefer them.
The box is slacker, and I like the boxy feel to it.
Yeah, and I actually called around and I was looking, you know, when you get this bee in your bonnet and then you start these type of things.
Yeah.
And I did exactly that for a couple of months until someone said to me, look man, just don't, the chances of finding one that's in good nick that you can like keep for a long time without issues is kind of slim unless you have time to sort of sort through different options. But the Defender, the new one, is a stunning car. I love the look of it.
When I saw it, I was like, I think you're gonna get one. I just had a feeling, and I was like, it's so Franschhoek as well.
Yeah, but listen, you have to get the the V8 though. I mean, that's the. And now it's between what's it, the 90?
I'll do the 90 V8. Yeah. The 110 is almost too practical.
Yeah.
Like no, the 90 is gonna take us back to our youth. That's like a toy.
Yeah, see, it's just the look of that car. I love it. You must find it interesting how these like purists and people that sort of no, it's not a Defender anymore. But time moves. They can't afford the new one. And time moves on, and then you get I have to say, I really was intrigued by the Grenadier, the Ineos one.
Yes, we're going to the launch. I think next week or the following week is like I think we're going to see a few of them, because I think the first Oaks are receiving them June next year, the first orders. But I think it's going to ruffle feathers, because that's got that old vintage, or I say vintage, previous gen Defender feel to it.
Yeah.
But so tidy. So tidy. I love that feel to it.
And it's still got the underpinnings of a modern car, doesn't it?
Yeah. No, and interior is super modern, but you've got that exterior look that everybody was like sulking about that they lost. But this was my dream car, the Wrangler. Like I've always thought, like the second I make it, I'll buy a Wrangler. So I've literally gone through 2 Jeep Cherokees and they've both been very impulsive and bad decisions, but I absolutely love them. Like nothing, like I want to be high and big and in the way, and this is a car that also aged very nicely, like us. I feel like we've just gotten better looking with age.
Yeah. Listen, I feel more comfortable that you say that about me, and then I'll say that about you.
I'll take it. But thank you very much for spending some quality time with me. It's been a while.
Yeah.
In a very nice setting. Yes, this valley is gorgeous. Good to be back.
Yeah, but thanks to you. I mean, I hope that you're going to surprise me with some more nice cars. You know, I'm a petrolhead, so
something
please,
up my sleeve. Like,
please.
give me 6 months, and we'll redo this, and I think I'll put a big smile on your face.
Well, I've got a smile on my face now. I love driving this Jeep. I love sitting high and those massive wheels. So, yeah, you know what I like. So, just bring it along.
When I picked up this car, this chick walked past, she's like, "Oh, that's nice, like 21-inch wheels." And I'm like, please, 33-inch. And as I said it was like, it sounded so unnatural.
Yeah.
But it looks so unnatural. But yeah, that's what we dig. We like standing out. And now we're gonna go stand out, order a burger, self-service. I like that.
Yeah, that's nice, isn't it?
Grab a cold one and off we go.
Lekker, man.
Cool, man.
Apex, the peak of South African motoring.